Okay, what is up, guys? It's ILD, and I want to talk about this reveal of Sonic's design in his Sonic movie. Now, just to be clear, I'm not biased. I don't agree with a lot of things that they have, that they have disclosed about the movie. Like, I don't agree with Sonic not really having no real friends. But then, I don't agree with Sonic. When you play the games, you obviously know he has friends like Tails, Knuckles, etc., etc. But in the movie, they talk about, he's this loner, he's this bad kid, like this knucklehead, and he has no friends. And he gets friends. He becomes friends with this police officer, and etc., etc. And I don't agree with that storyline, but what can you really expect from Paramount Studios? What can you really expect from these American studios always trying to, make movie adaptation of video games? So this design, we got at least of his design in the movie, and in all honestly, it's bad. It's not good, but it's not that bad as we think it is. Like, it could be a lot worse, in my opinion. I don't like the design at all. I think it looks like a complete furry. I mean, Sonic is an animal, but they make him look like a complete furry in this movie, and I don't really like his design, but I'm gonna try and like it because it could be worse. Now, I'm looking at the image right now, and of the actual CGI image, the leaked CGI image, not the cartoony, image is what we've seen, and honestly, it's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad, considering him in CGI. Him in a cartoon, leak images, that's colorful in the cartoon, that looks bad, but him in CGI honestly doesn't look all that bad. And I'm really curious as to how this plays out in the movie, because when we look at other movies that are based off of video games, like the Super Mario Bros. Movie, which is obviously a horrible movie. No one likes that movie. Fans of the Mario Bros. Series and people are not fans of the Mario Bros. Series don't like that movie. I'm pretty sure the people who even made that movie, who directed the movie, thinks it's ass. So excuse my language, excuse my French. So there's been some really bad movies that are based off of video games, like some of the Mortal Kombat ones. I haven't seen a new Tomb Raider movie that just came out last year, 2018. I haven't seen it, but I'm not gonna like it because obvious reason they try to Americanize everybody. Is crazy. Like, I mean, of course Lara Croft, she's not in the video game, she has kind of like a darker skin tone, but she's not black. She's actually kind of like, Australian. I think there was something about her being raised in Egypt and she got in dark skin tone because of Egypt or something like that. But her father's white. I think her father is anyway, it doesn't matter. The fact is that they try to Americanize, a lot of the video game movie adaptation. I'm not about that, but there's been horrible movies like, more like as a Mortal Kombat, Postal, Street Fighter, Legend of Chun-Li, which she looks nothing like she does in the game. It's crazy. Like I said, Mario Brothers. So I think we should kind of be thankful for what we got. And I forgot Double Dragon 2. That was a horrible movie. Blood Rain, that's debatable. So like I said, over the years, we gotten a lot of movies that are based off of video games, and they were horrible. But this one, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be good. It's gonna be bad, obviously, but I've been waiting years for this. I remember years ago when they leaked that Sony was making a Sonic movie, and I was so hyped for it. It was crazy. I couldn't wait. But then we couldn't. It's like after a while we kind of felt like I felt like that they canceled it because we stopped getting news about it. Like they kept we kept hearing about there's gonna be a Sonic movie, but then years would pass, we wouldn't hear nothing about it. So we kind of doubt that it was canceled. But eventually they started bringing it out more and talking about, Paramount Studios is making a movie, and the director from Deadpool, he's directing the movie, etc., etc. So we kind of was waiting on design from Sonic, and then we got it, and it's like, I know we got that black image that didn't show his face. I don't know, this movie is it's not gonna be good, but it's The only thing it has to do with Sonic is Sonic and Eggman. Other than that, nothing to do with Sonic. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, Sonic. Will Sonic actually work with a police officer? I don't really, probably, but when you look at the video game Sonic is in, when does he actually work? Like the only law enforcement I see him working, I've correct me if I'm wrong, but the only law enforcement I actually have seen him work with in video game was in Shadow the Hedgehog, when he works with the one of the high-ranking gun military soldiers that has a past with Shadow. You know, in the game Shadow the Hedgehog, when Shadow's aboard the Ark, there was a one guy there. He was traumatized because of all the events that happened on the Ark, and then he grows up. He's now, you know, part of Gun, and in one of the endings in the game, Sonic is assisting him in taking down Shadow. I think that's probably the only game where I see Sonic work with law enforcement. Obviously, when you look at Shadow the Hedgehog, and you look at there's like a picture of Sonic and Shadow posing, and in Sonic Adventure 2, there's like a scene where Sonic he kind of saved the president in a way, and he talks to the president. So, but other than that, he don't really work with, he doesn't really work with law enforcement. He's pretty much a solo dude. If it's not Tails, if it's not Knuckles, if it's not other animals, you know, anthropomorphic animals. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but if it's not other animals of this kind, he's not really out to look for assistance in people. Because in my opinion, he could pretty much take Eggman on his own, because he done that before, like in Sonic CD, Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I mean, come on, Sonic could take care of Eggman on his own, but you know, design wise, when I look at this CGI picture of Sonic, it's like they could have done better. Like they gave him like two eyes. I know in Sonic he has like one big eye, but you know, they gave him two eyes, and they make him look like, I mean, I guess it would be kind of hard to replicate him in movie adaptation, but they butchered the design way too much. They made him taller. I think if they gave him the Boom design, the Sonic Boom design, I think that would have fit more than this movie. I think the Boom design would fit the most in a real life setting. I think either the Boom design or the Sonic 06 design. I think those two designs would fit most in a real life setting. If they were to make, like, if someone were to actually do it correctly and like make a movie based off of Sonic, make a Sonic Hedgehog live action movie, I think it would be best for them to use the Sonic Boom model, either that or the Sonic 06 model, to put him in the movie, because those two are the most realistic in my opinion. And you know, I don't really know what to say about this movie. It's just that I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I'm really disappointed, but at the same time, I've waited for years for this, so I'm gonna watch it in the theater. So you know, it is what it is. But I'm not really hoping for like this great groundbreaking plot. I know it's gonna be cheesy. It's gonna be aimed at younger audiences. Obviously, they're gonna, you know, like you know how they made Alvin and the Chipmunks the movie, and they brought them into a real life setting, and they made him be friends with this one guy, and they made it all lovey-dovey. Oh, we need to work together, blah blah blah. It's just they do stupid crap like this. They always want to bring a character, either be a cartoon character or a video game character, bring it to a real life setting and have them always befriend this. It's more than likely this middle-aged white male befriend him. Don't take offense to it, but they always make them befriend this middle-aged white male, and they become friends and lovey-dovey, blah 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 blah, and it gets old after a while. Alvin and the Chipmunks, they're chipmunks, so I don't know if they get a pass, but they could have done better with that. And this movie looks like they're doing the same direction. You know, obviously it's gonna be more action oriented because Sonic is about action, but it's like, I don't know, like, I'm curious to see how Eggman's gonna look. I don't really, Eggman, unless then, like, he has to be, I'm pretty worried about Eggman if they're gonna make him skinny or fat, because you know the person who's playing it is Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's playing Eggman, and I don't know if they're gonna make him like skinny or fat. That's the question. If they make him skinny, I don't know. He gotta be egg shaped. And Jim Carrey, it's like, I'm not gonna say he's not a good candidate to play Eggman, but he's too goofy. Like when you watch him in movies like Liar Liar, etc., etc., he's like Jim Carrey is known for comedy. He's not really known to be movies that are action oriented, you know. So I don't want him to play as Eggman, and he's this comedy person. I don't want that. Eggman is a serious, you know, world, you know, he's a serious world domination driven villain. He shouldn't be all, you know, comedy like, and that's why, and I'm kind of worried about that. But other than Eggman, the Sonic design, it's really not all that bad when you look at it in CGI. It could be worse. It really could be worse. I'm really more worried about the story itself than Sonic design, because you know, and I'm kind of worried about, and I'm not really worried about. I heard that the person that's playing that is voicing Sonic is actually not that bad. I heard that he could fit him perfectly well. So as for his voice, I'm not really worried about that. But like I said, I am worried about the story. I'm worried about the story. Like, is it gonna suck? Is it gonna be too lovey-dovey and too, you know what I'm saying, about friendship and stuff like that? Or is it gonna be more action oriented than Sonic? Like the one, like a lot of these movies, like when it's CGI and stuff like that, they focus more on the actual human cast than they do the Sonic, than they do the actual main character itself. And I'm kind of worried about that. Is Sonic actually going to be visible most of the movie, or is it always going to show up at like certain times and he shows up mostly near the end? Because it could be like Sonic, he pops up, or people think that Sonic is a myth. Like, oh, like there's rumors going on that there's some fast hedgehog going on. People think there's a myth, or people think it's just some storybook, some legend, and then he shows up different parts of the movie. Then he shows up mostly towards the end of the movie. I'm kind of worried about that, but in conclusion, the design isn't really all that bad. Like I said, it could be worse. It really could be worse. So I'm not really tripping off the design. I'm more tripping off of the story and Eggman himself. So that's what all I have to say. I mean, like a lot of people on Twitter are kind of freaking out over it, but like I said, the CGI, you know, picture of him, CGI reveal of him isn't that bad. In my opinion, it's not that bad. It could be worse. So that's why I'm not tripping off of it. But it is what it is. We just gotta wait and see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned for future videos like this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share my videos. Thanks guys so much for watching. Peace, bye. Guys, enjoy the rest of this footage, this gameplay footage. This is from a game called Assault and/or Cactus. I'm playing on an Xbox One. It's a very fun game. I'm not being sponsored by the people who make this game. I'm just letting you know to enjoy the footage. Thanks.